Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Clemson Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Hill. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoffs. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's more to throw. Makes the grab. It's Hill.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. That false start changes your mindset. Now you're 2nd and long, 9 yards to go. Gonna run it. It's Davison. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. The Ducks want to move quickly. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. At the 40, there he goes. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrum.
thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, that's those two guys.
Turning it on. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And the Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll go play action with Moore. Touchdown, Oregon! He got it back corner of the end zone.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll give it to Johnson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Working on the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Davidson. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Catches it at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Griffin. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Dante Moore. Looking long. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Down 7-0, and they'll have a chance to match the score on this drive. And some room to work. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll leave it with him. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pop. There he goes. He is in. Touchdown, Ducks.
And I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season. On point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Snags it and he's open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Caught on the left side by Wesco. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Breaks the tackle. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to adjust the pattern. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Haynes. And he's in! Touchdown, Tigers! On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Let's see what he can do with the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Inside, it's Davison. How about that weight room work he's showing off there as he gets across the 20? They'll mark it at the 22. He has 60 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Davison. Maybe a crease. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Throwing more. Under fire. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense.
A shot toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play,
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40, at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there.
And it's LSU looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
Wants to throw on first down. Trying to get rid of it. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Johnson. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Running inside, it's Davison.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Moore. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He'll be brought down. They'll mark it at the 31-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it, and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too. Now that you just picked up that 1st down, don't let the defense sub. A lot of these guys now have been on the field for a little while. See if you can catch them off guard here and try and take advantage of how tired they are.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Moore to throw. Got a man. It's Johnson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
1st down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. Hauls it in. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Quarterback keep. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together, first and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
On the direct snap, it's Davison. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Touchdown, Ducks! They take the lead with the 6.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This drive will open from the 15. Using his legs, it's Davidson. Makes it past the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. Wide open spaces. Inside the touchdown, Clemson. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. The give to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the We're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. They'll go to the ground. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. The Ducks line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He shanked it. Didn't get quite as much as they had hoped out of that one, and the offense will be in business. I think they're going to mark it around the 40-yard line. Davidson. Picks up the first down. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So the final period starts with a second down play. Dante Moore fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it down the field. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. A chunk play for the offense.
You know, as a coach, you have to love the progression your quarterback has made after that nightmare of a performance a week ago, throwing 3 picks. He was able to put it behind him. He looks like a totally different player this week.
Motion from the wideout. Might be calling a hot route. Going to the run, it's Johnson. There's a headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
I like the the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, we've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
With the catch, it's Moore. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Maybe some room here. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Makes a catch. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! The Ducks with the answer.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught by Wesco. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Looks as if he's going to run it. There's a little room there. Inside the 50. 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bear. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that comes with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
Looking for blockers. Looking to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. He breaks a tackle.
We've seen this running back make a lot of big plays catching the football, and they've got a lot of different ways to use him. That time, they're just throwing him more of a traditional running back screen, and I really like how they diversify the pass game with this guy in mind. He's a weapon, and they do a good job of being creative when it comes to distributing him the football.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They brought him down, but not soon enough, and they're going to be able to run out the clock from here. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. The handoff to Johnson. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Punts it out of the air. Breaks the tackle, and he might have room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And I'm in a tight game, and it's a one-possession game. I do not want to put my defense on the field. You could tell the offense didn't. Great job executing the third down, getting the first down, and now we're just going to play the tick, tick, tick game.
The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Running to the left. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
There's some room. Strong, firm tackle. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoil.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. course, college football ready to roll in week 3. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Auburn Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. On the run, it's Cobb. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Brown will throw it. Unloads it left. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The returner will field it and bring it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
With the catch, it's Cobb. And he gets the first down, but, man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. He built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen.
Snags it, and there's running room. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And you've already seen this QB, Ben. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
And he swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Gets rid of it. Finds his big tight end. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Davidson. And tackled there by the defense. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass on second down. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. First play of the period, first down here. Off play action. Looking left. Got a wide open receiver. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Got enough for the first. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position.
It's a running room. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, that's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Brown wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
They're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Singleton. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Cobb. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This deep...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. He's at the 50. Past the 30. Inside the... He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal, not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Richardson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Brown will throw it. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Cobb. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball.
Going downfield for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Now on the return. Bust through behind his pad. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And guys, I'm kind of shocked. That's the first time we've called his name. And it's one thing for it to be his first catch going into the half, but that's the first target. This offense is an offense that needs him to be explosive, to make big plays. And in order to make that happen, they've got to target him and find ways to get him the football.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Almost a D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They'll bring him down at the 14-yard line, and that return of the interception has this offense with spectacular field position. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Brown wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Now on 1st down from the 30. He goes right back to the air. He rifles one deep down the right side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
They'll go right back to him. Could be an alley. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone, helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete to the right. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Inside a half minute to play. Would they dare go for a score here? Brown will throw it. Going long. Makes the catch on the right side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. Finds his man. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Looking for the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's start with Memphis taking on the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it's Memphis able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. Make it 2 in a row for that ball club after they started the season 1-1. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game...
Turning it on! Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attack.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. Takes it the other way. The 20. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Almost took that one all the way back.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. They've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands. And you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Motion from the back. Brown wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Got enough for the first. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
That's a first down for the offense.
Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And that one's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take a shot. Goes high to pull it in. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Running behind those pads. He gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And how about this drive? Like, this offense, just the composure, backed up inside your own 10, a little bit nervous to start, and then you come out, put some plays together, put an explosive play on paper right there, and now set up to go from all the way inside your 10 and possibly get a touchdown.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson! And the route is on. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Brown will throw it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Unloads to the wideout. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
Tight end now in motion. He'll start this drive firing. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They find Wesco open on the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. Maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the...
Unleashes one deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Right on the money. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. On the run, it's Cobb. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The give to the back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. After that last play, there is a Clemson Tiger slow to get up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Brown wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, trying to find his man. That one comes out hot down the right side. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. We'll start with the first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. There he goes. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense.
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. That's caught. It's Johnson. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much.
He's going to fire deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously, trail.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They're throwing for it on fourth down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
The option, he'll keep it. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's not just about sacks and getting the quarterback on the ground. When you can hurry him up, speed up that thought process, get near his legs, all those things lead to incompletions and sometimes mistakes.
Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Davidson. Got a little grab. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
It's so disappointing for the offense, too, because they pride themselves on being physical, right? They wanted to come out in this game. They want to establish the run. They do that each and every week. They had the first down. But David, he just couldn't hold on to it. The defense now creates the takeaway.
And speaking of pride, that's what you pride yourself on defense, taking the football away. How many possessions can you steal? He had the first down, but you got there. And more importantly, we work on this all week long. County fair, stripping the football, getting the football out, and then falling on it. Nice job by the defense, forcing the turnover.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Trying play action. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Brown wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kane. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this.
I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown. How about this? A two-point conversion coming. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Nice move there. Finding some room. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Hey, he's had a great day all day today, and not a surprise why they've continued to feature him, and you've seen him make big plays. And down the stretch, we expect more of the same, don't we, guys? Like, up with the lead, ground game keeps that clock moving.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. He's at the 10.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Let's see what they've got on second down. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Slams ahead. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run play action. Hit as he throws. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.